Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by. I wanted to do a video for you guys today that has been requested so much. It is my favorite MAC eyeshadows, and I didn't want to do this earlier because I felt like it's something so redundant. So many people have done it, but in the end it's up to your personal preference, you know, what you like and what you don't like. But I'm going to go ahead and do this anyway because in the end I'm doing videos for you guys, so if you request something I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm also going to add a few pigments in here that I really love, and I'm going to explain to you what each of these colors is really used for. Just because I like them doesn't mean I like it for myself. It could be because I like it for my kid or, you know, whatever. So I wanted to explain to you what I really like them for. So let's get started. The first eyeshadow is Brun eyeshadow by MAC. I hope you guys can see that. It is a dark brown eyeshadow, and I love this because I think it looks so good in your crease. It looks good on every skin color, and if you don't want to go for a dark, like a blackish gray smoky eye, this color helps you make it a little bit lighter but just as intense in a different way, so I kind of like that a lot. Then I love this eyeshadow. It is called Coppering by MAC. It's a really, really pretty copperish, kind of pinkish eyeshadow, and I really like this because if you put on this color on your lid, just a light wash of it, you sometimes don't even need a highlight or a crease color or anything because it looks so natural, just with a little bit of color, just to add a little bit of a pop to your face. And this was a color that I used a lot in the summertime, so I really, really like that. Then I love Bronze. It is one of the must-have eyeshadows by MAC. It's a huge bestseller, and it's one of the more normal colors. Like, everybody has golds and silvers and bronzes and coppers, you know. It goes along with that, and it just looks so good on everybody. It's a color that a lot of people are comfortable with because it's more normal. A lot of times in my kit, when I'm getting ready to do somebody, like do their makeup for whatever event, they kind of want a more normal look because they haven't gotten their makeup done quite yet or before, and want to stick to something much more normal. And that's when really normal colors like this come to great use. You might think for your kid that you want every crazy color out there, but it's actually more beneficial to have normal colors, things that people have seen and like, because that's usually what they're going to go for, even if they are getting their makeup done by a makeup artist. Then Espresso, I think, is my number one, you know, absolute favorite color by MAC because it's a really nice, you know, normal, cool brown, but it's perfect to fill in your eyebrows. It's perfect as a crease color for almost any color that you put on. It makes for a great brown eyeliner, and I also use this to contour my face sometimes. So it's a really multifunctional color, and I think it just looks so good on everybody. And it's one of those colors that you can use for so many things that you don't have to buy other things to do all the jobs that this one little eyeshadow can do. Next, I love this color called Soft Force. I don't think they carry this anymore at MAC. I think it was discontinued, but I love it to highlight. It gives a really natural looking highlight to people who are darker, and it's also a really pretty all over color for people who are lighter. So it's one of those things that are it's just a really pretty color. It's something that I'm really glad I got my hands on before MAC discontinued it. Also, it's a really great color for your inner corner of your eye to highlight that. Next, Gold Mine is kind of a weird color to be in here. This is not something that I would ever be drawn to because it's yellow, but a lot of South Asian brides love this on their eyes. They use this in conjunction with one of the pigments that I'm going to show you guys at the end of this video, but it ends up looking more gold than it does yellow, and it's a pretty color. If you're not really, really dark, you can carry this off and make it look a little bit more gold than yellow, and a lot of brides really love this. Next, Woodwinked eyeshadow is probably the most universal eyeshadow color you will ever find. Really light people, really dark people, everybody in between alike love this color. It's, again, it goes into that category of really normal colors, so it's one of those things that you should definitely keep in your kit. And anything that has a little bit of gold in it tends to look really good in everybody's skin color. Silver is a color that's kind of harder to carry off, but gold is not. And this color is just loved by everybody. I would say if somebody comes to me and tells me they want a really normal, neutral looking eye, I usually just go with Woodwink because it has enough shimmer and glitter to make it look a little bit, you know, nicer than your everyday look, but it's so neutral that nobody could ever have a problem with it. Because as a makeup artist, you will learn that you will have more people come to you who say, okay, well, I don't want to go out of my comfort zone, I want something really normal. And that's one of the colors that you can just pick up and say, okay, normal, I got it. It's just so easy. It becomes like a it just kind of, it's something that you end up doing like as though you know so well as like as the back of your hand. So it's really, really easy. Next, All That Glitters is a really pretty highlight color. I love this color. I kind of forgot about it for a little while, so I don't know, I haven't used this as much as I normally did. When I first got it, I used this a lot to just pop in the center of my eye and just give my eye that extra lift that you sometimes need in the morning. It's also great as a highlight color, and for a lighter person, this is a great all-over color for school. I love Rice Paper Eyeshadow. This is a really nice, more muted highlight color if you want to use this as opposed to something with a lot of shine. A lot of people are uncomfortable with a lot of shine in their highlight area, like your brow bone, so you can go with something like this instead. Also, for a lot of Caucasian brides, a lot of lighter skinned people, they have really loved this color as an all-over color for their bridal look with espresso in the crease. So it's really, really simple, and that's definitely a huge must-have. Then, Contrast Eyeshadow by MAC. I love this because it looks so blue over here, but when you put it on, it tends to look a little bit gray as well. So it makes for a good crease color, and again, it goes into that whole smoky eye that you don't want to make too dark. So if you want a smoky eye, but you want it to look, you know, not brown or black, then you should try out a darker color like this because that tends to look really, really good. Okay, then Prussian eyeshadow I love. It's a matte blue, which is something that I would never normally buy. It would kind of scare me away. But okay, I'm not going to have like a bright blue in my eye, but this looks really, really good as a crease color. Generally, you want to stick to colors that are not shimmery for your crease, and this is one of them. I know it looks bright, but if you have a really normal muted color for the rest of your eyelid, this tends to look really good in the crease for all eye colors alike. Also, if you're wearing glasses and you want a nice eye, you should try to go with blues or greens, and this is one of them that would look really good for not all over the eye, but just in the crease as a little pop of color. Bamboo eyeshadow is my next favorite. This is the color that is by MAC that looks like my real skin color. So when I put this on my eyelid, it really helps to cancel out any discoloration that I have, as well as cover up dark spots, you know, dark circles. So it's kind of like a concealer, but for my eye because it's in eyeshadow form. And just this with Brun eyeshadow, I tend to wear a lot. It looks really good. It's really neutral, so it almost looks like I'm not wearing anything on my lid, but a little bit of a brown in my crease, and it looks so good. Next, Freshwater eyeshadow by MAC. This color is so bright and crazy and blue, but I love it. It's so pretty, and it looks so good, especially in brown eyes. It's a huge thing. You know, if you have brown eyes, blues and greens tend to look really good on you, and this is one of them. It's a more shimmery, you know, not as normal blue, but it's so pretty and really makes your eyes pop. So if you don't want to wear this all over your lid, another good idea is just to put this on your lower lash line for a little pop of color and do a really neutral eye, and it completely wakes you up and makes you look so fresh and alive. So I really like that color. It's one of the newer additions to my kit. Next, this is Smut by MAC. It's kind of a really unique grayish silver color. This is great for a smoky eye for all over the lid if you don't want to do, you know, a silver or a black, because the original smoky eye is just black, and a lot of people will say I want a smoky eye, but then when you show them black they get so scared. So instead, go with something like this. It's really pretty. It has a little bit of red to it, like a reddish purplish undertone, and it's such a pretty color. It's very unique. I haven't seen a color like this anywhere else by any other brand. Then this is Satin Taupe by MAC. It's a little funny because in the store, when I have swatched their Satin Taupe, it looks completely different than this. This looks a little bit more silver than taupey to me, and that's what it comes off on as my eye as well. So I wouldn't call this a taupe color at all, but this all over the eye with Prussian as a highlight, or I mean, not as a highlight, as like in the crease, is such a pretty combination. This is a really great color. Looks good in everybody. It's a really more neutral, you know, normal everyday color. So again, it's really good for your kit. Then I love Sketch. It is a, you know, eggplant color by MAC. It has some shimmer to it, but not really much. It has like a pinkish reddish shine to this, and I don't think it really comes off that way. I think it comes off more matte than anything, but I really like it. It's a really good color for your crease, and if you want to be a little bit daring, I wear this all over my lid and pop some wood winged right in the center of my lid, and it looks so good. Then I love Trax eyeshadow. I feel like not many people know about this, not many people have this in their kit, but it's such a pretty goldish purple. It is another really unique color. It's light enough to wear every day, but you can darken this up with, you know, darker purples to make it look better for nighttime. And since it has gold, it looks so good if you put this on and put some Woodwinked right in the center of your eye. It just looks so, so pretty, and it's just a unique, more unnatural shade. You know, I've never seen this anywhere else with any other brand, and it also, this looks amazing once you foil it because then the gold in it comes out really, really stark and bright, and it really looks pretty. Then, this is a pigment by MAC. It is called Reflex Copper, although it looks goldish yellow to me. I hope you guys can see that. That's what it looks like, and this, oh no, I dropped this everywhere. It's fine, I'll clean it up. But this looks amazing on South Asian brides. So many people have asked me to do a video on how to do South Asian bridal makeup, and I will, but this is a color that I just pop on top of Gold Mine or Woodwinked or any other gold-based eyeshadow, and that's what all these brides seem to love. In South Asian bridal makeup, you need a lot of shimmer, you need a lot of glitter on the eyes because the eyes are the focal point for them, and they really want that to stand out, so that's how you do it with this pigment. Then another pigment that I love is called Steel Blue. What did I just say? Steel Blue. That's what it looks like. It's a bright blue, and it has like a silverish undertone to it. Once you foil this and put this in your eyes, it is such a dramatic, beautiful eyeshadow color. It is just it's just another one of those amazingly unique colors by MAC, and it's just so pretty. Like I've just done a video with this. I don't know if I'm going to put this video that I'm filming right now, you know, my favorite MAC eyeshadows, or that video with a tutorial about this eyeshadow first, you know, put this up first online. But if I have already put that out, then you guys should go check it out. And I'll annotate this video to let you know that's already up. But those are my favorite MAC eyeshadows. I hope this was helpful to you guys. I really wanted it to be more helpful than just, you know, I love this eyeshadow and I wear this every day. But, you know, I wanted to explain to you what I really use each of these eyeshadows for. So, I guess I'll talk to you guys very soon. Bye!